I greet you all with my heartfelt feelings, respect, and affection. After about a 3-month break, I am very pleased to be together with you once again thanks to our group meeting. I wish that this first group meeting of the new legislative year, which we are holding at our headquarters, will bring goodness for our country, nation, and democracy. In the same way, I hope the 4th legislative year of the 28th term, which began as of October 1st, will be auspicious for our parliament, all our deputies, party groups, and parliamentary staff. First of all, I would like to offer my deepest thanks to all our deputies in our group, to all of you, for your efforts last legislative year. On behalf of our country, our nation, our AK party organization, and myself, thank you from my heart. From October 1st, 2024 to July 21st, 2025, through 113 sessions, you truly worked hard and accomplished important undertakings. In partnership with our alliance, the Nationalist Movement Party, you overcame attempts by the main opposition and marginal factions to paralyze Parliament. Last year, our Parliament passed a total of 32 bills, including the climate law, teacher profession law, arrangements on criminal enforcement, firearms and unauthorized flashing light use, cybersecurity, pensions and holiday bonuses, responding to our people's expectations and providing solutions to their problems. Yesterday marked 2 years since the Gaza genocide began. Our Grand National Assembly and AK Party Group have displayed an admirable stance. Our brave parliament's leadership set a courageous example for all the world's legislatures. Thank God, this was due to us, our group, our deputies, our People's Alliance. I wholeheartedly congratulate each of you for being voices of our nation's conscience. May God be pleased with you. Let all those watching at home know this well. Most of the victims are children and women. In this mass slaughter, which has seen 67,000 Gazan brothers martyred and nearly 170,000 wounded, we are doing, as Turkey, whatever needs to be done to end it, without any hesitation. From humanitarian aid to diplomatic contacts, halting trade to recognizing the state of Palestine, we are exerting intense efforts in all areas. In our meetings with world leaders, the Gaza genocide and Israel's escalating aggression are always at the forefront. If unchecked, we warn of the disasters the Israeli government, acting with obsessive rage, could drag our region into. Our goal is lasting stability in our region, before more innocent deaths, destruction, blood, and tears accumulate. Our greatest wish is for the suffering of Gazan innocents to end as soon as possible. By actively supporting President Trump's peace initiatives, we want to swiftly pull our region out of this bottleneck. We are in constant contact. On the one side, our foreign minister and national intelligence organization chief. On the other side, our counterparts. The Palestinian resistance organization Hamas has responded very positively to President Trump's peace plan, demonstrating a clear will for peace. However, it is true that peace is not a bird that flies on one wing. It is neither fair, right, nor realistic to load the entire burden of peace on Hamas and the Palestinians. Currently, the biggest obstacle to peace is Israeli attacks. Israel continues attacks that undermine the positive atmosphere, even after President Trump's clear calls. If peace is truly desired, Israel's attacks must stop immediately. Israel must understand that nothing can be achieved through massacres, banditry, brutality. For 2 years now, they have outdone even Hitler in genocide crimes. They've inflicted every kind of oppression and barbarity on 2.5 million people trapped in 365 square kilometers. Journalists, doctors, humanitarian workers were murdered with cruelty. Hunger was weaponized. Innocent children starved to death. Gaza has been turned into a massive heap of ruins. But no matter what they did, they could not break the will to resist of the Gazan people. They could not bring down the heroic sons defending Gaza's lands. They couldn't conquer the Gazan people, even turning Gaza into the world's largest children's cemetery. Wherever there is oppression, There will always be oppressed who resist the tyrant. As long as occupation continues, there will always be rebels who rise against occupiers. A ceasefire and just peace is the most sensible choice for all sides. Today's talks in Sharm el-Sheikh are critically important. We hope for good news. We will keep working for this, and we will never, ever leave our Palestinian brothers alone. On that note, I thank the millions who marched for freedom in 81 provinces on October 5th, and I congratulate our women's branches who organized silent walks for Gaza, showing heartfelt support for the oppressed. As I said before, and repeat again today, just as our Syrian brothers gained their freedom after 14 years of oppression, so too will the Palestinians, God willing, succeed. A state of Palestine founded on the 1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital will inevitably be established. May God help our Palestinian brothers. May our martyrs rest in peace and be granted heaven. Dear deputies, as a party, our entire organization did not stand idle through the summer months. At headquarters, with our central decision and management board, deputies, women's and youth branches, we were active in the field during summer. In 49 days, through the century of Turkey gatherings, we met with various grassroots nationwide. At these meetings, we listened to our people's criticisms and observations. We took note of their ideas and attentively considered insights that opened new horizons for us. I want to emphasize again, we are a party that charts its political journey with the guidance of the people. Ours is a staff that always heeds first the voice of the people, then of conscience, in every step. As I always say, it was the people who founded this party. It was the people who carried us into power just 15 months after our founding. It is our revered people who have stood solidly behind our party for 24 years. For 24 years, our strength has come solely from the people. We walk upright, never bending or twisting, on the road the people pointed out to us. God willing, we will continue conducting politics under people's guidance, never departing from the path they set. Brothers and sisters, this new legislative year is critically important. We are facing a very busy agenda. As the AK Party and People's Alliance, we aim to make the fourth legislative year of our parliament more productive than ever before. I expect active contributions from each of you at all stages of parliament's work this year, from commissions to General Assembly. Without forgetting that our primary task is legislation, we will devote the vast majority of our time and energy to it. We won't let the opposition distract us with empty agendas and fruitless debates. We will stay alert to anything that dampens our passion to serve the nation and the country. As I highlighted in my speech opening Parliament, by its very nature, the AK Party is the party of reforms. We are the ones who have driven all major transformations and reforms in Turkey over the last 23 years. We envision this legislative session as a term in which we implement critical reforms in economics, local government, rights and freedoms, and justice. Recent anti-corruption investigations have exposed the dire consequences of the lack of balance and supervision in municipalities. Billions of lira have been siphoned off from municipalities, practically handed over to vultures. But there isn't even a trace of real service, achievement, or investment. The public entrusts power for genuine service, but what grows are only the accounts of a few greedy individuals, not anyone else. We must tackle these issues that erode trust in local government and drag down quality of public services. The recent scandals eroding faith in municipalities make restoring trust imperative. Likewise, we are preparing ambitious moves in industrial, digital, and green transformation to future-proof Turkey's economy. We will soon present these to Parliament. Our hope is for everyone to support this reform drive, which will increase transparency, accountability, and efficiency in the public sector. Especially if the main opposition supports our reforms to fix the reputation crisis they've caused in municipalities, it will be an act of atonement. Dear brothers and sisters, the gentleman yesterday, not even able to organize garbage collection, was calling out to school principals instead of apologizing to citizens, with such audacity that he has plunged the capital into days of Kabul-like suffering, yet still brazenly asks for phone calls and more. First collect the garbage, first give water to citizens, first save them from mountains of refuse and stench, first clean up the mire of bribery. Do you have any mercy or conscience? You've squandered 35 years, wasting all achievements built in the past 25 years. You've dragged our cities back 25 to 30 years. Traffic torments our people daily. Instead of apologizing, you shamelessly attack us. If not for your respect for the people, at least fear God. If not for self-respect, at least respect the citizen waiting in Ankara with water cans. No respect for those commuting among piles of garbage. Doesn't your face ever blush when you look in the mirror? You knew how to take to the group podium with diesel cans. If you have the courage, bring a water can this time. Who do you fear? Who intimidates you? A politician who respects himself and his people. After all this, does not try to cover up his failures. Does not try to deflect attention, but bravely admits his incompetence and gives an account to the nation. He always has excuses for every scandal, but no courage to answer to the public. What can we say? With a puppet chairman, this is the best you can do. Whether he wants to or not, he cannot go beyond the coordinates assigned. For years, they played the controlled opposition game, but in the end, became controlled leaders themselves. Dear friends, our commitment to crown Turkish democracy with a civil constitution remains as firm as ever. No matter the conditions, we will not stray from this goal. Behind it are global reasons, not personal concerns. It's well known that both the 1961 and 1982 constitutions bear the marks of distrust toward democratic functioning political parties, and especially the national will. This tutelary spirit has built towers in constitutional texts and still survives in many places. Despite broad revisions in recent history, the need for a new, civilian constitution has not been met. A constitution rooted in the wisdom of the people, rejecting the military coups that interrupted our democracy, is still our citizens' greatest longing. That is why the goal of a new and civil constitution has remained a national matter before us for decades. The need for a new social contract, one that fits the demands of our age and is owned by each of Turkey's 86 million citizens, grows stronger every day. Almost all political parties now openly acknowledge this need. Let me emphasize again, the 1982 Constitution's time has long expired. With the current Constitution, a product of a mindset that sought justice by hanging one from the left and one from the right, we cannot reach the century of Turkey's goal. The earlier we solve this problem, the greater the service to our country and democracy. We are very hopeful for our 28th term parliament in this respect. God willing, when tangible opportunities arise in the upcoming term, political excuses and categorical objections will be set aside. As AK Party in the People's Alliance, we are constructive on this issue and frequently ready to act in a spirit of consensus. We hope to see a similar attitude from the opposition. Our competition in politics does not mean we will always be divided on the people's and nation's interests. Of course, we will compete. Of course, we will argue fiercely within a democratic framework. But we will not completely shelve the culture of negotiation, dialogue, and consensus. It is not right to define politics with the concepts of friend and foe. There are no enemies in politics, only rivals or allies. Whoever defines politics with friend-enemy binaries is betraying Turkey and our democracy. We reject such divides. We will not be condemned or compelled to that duality. We have never been a part of confrontational, polarizing, or divisive politics, and God willing, we never will be. We will continue to practice an inclusive and embracing vision that respects every sensitivity among our 86 million citizens. I am happy to say that the scene on the first day of the new legislative year has raised our hopes even higher. The gathering of party leaders at the invitation of the Speaker of Parliament, engaging in friendly conversation and mutual respect, was very meaningful. There is nothing wrong with a friendly team meeting. Actors under different party roofs maintaining basic contact, respect, and courtesy is the nature of politics. Let me repeat, none of us are enemies. We are rivals running on different tracks in service of the nation. The circle of democracy is wide. No one has the right to narrow it. It is, of course, the opposition's choice to flee the special parliament session on the first day. Whether they attend or not means little to us. We are neither happy for nor dismayed by the CHP's presence or absence. However, we cannot ignore clear disrespect to national will or our parliament. CHP and marginal allies disrespected the nation by skipping the opening session. Not content with this, they sicked hitmen from the press and social media onto politics. Political party leaders who shared just a few words or a cup of tea were attacked, stoned, and insulted by this smear chorus. Let me be clear. Journalists, academics, politicians, social media figures, all part of this masked lynch mob, are primarily products of the CHP. The mentality that views politics in friend-enemy divides comes from the CHP. The headquarters is the lynch mob's command post. They targeted and attacked us and our party for years. They acted as character assassins. Now the same chorus targets anyone appearing in a photo frame, trying to intimidate, wear down, and bully anyone they see through brute force. Mr. Ozil tries to manage the situation with run with the hare, hunt with the hounds tactics, but it won't work, neither for us, nor for the people. Let me repeat, the reactions to the photo are not exceptions. They are the outward expression of the CHP's fascist mindset. The attitude either you with us or against us is its concrete form. As our ancestors said, a person's disposition does not change. Decades pass, but CHP's fascist codes don't change. We see now they can't even tolerate a photo they're not part of, let alone an independent politics. May God never let this country fall into their hands. They'll act according to their nature, and we'll keep doing what is right for our country and people. We've never cared about them and won't moving forward. As the People's Alliance, with strong unity among ourselves and broad consensus on national issues when needed, we will make this legislative year the most productive yet. From now, I thank each of you for your contributions to General Assembly, commissions, and group work. I also want to express gratitude to our People's Alliance partner, the Nationalist Movement Party and Devlet Bahçeli, for their steady support in every battle we've faced so far. I thank from my heart the heads of political parties who have done what befits Parliament despite the rabid behavior of the lynch mob. During August and September, while Parliament was on recess, we continued government work without pause. Alongside our programs in Ankara and Istanbul, we've visited Bitlis, Meuse, and Malaysia provinces. We also visited various countries abroad, mainly China and America. We represented our nation with pride at global summits. We defended our country's rights and law with courage, and spoke up for the oppressed from Palestine to Syria, Somalia to Sudan. Through phone diplomacy, we sought solutions to regional conflicts. We held regular meetings, like Cabinet, Central Executive Committee, and Central Decision and Management Board, and provincial chairs, without interruption.